So we created an instance of UI label, right? Then assigned the value to its text, which was today. And then we assigned the SageRect value to its frame. Now, we only have one step left, which is adding it to the view. So assigning a SageRect value to its frame doesn't automatically add your label to the view. It only defines its position in the view. So we have to tell Xcode explicitly instead to add my label to the view as its subview. So when you were using Storyboard, you added your label by selecting a UI label here, right? And then dragging it and dropping on the view like this. And what we're gonna do is basically the same as this, but instead we're gonna do it programmatically. So how do we do it? Well, we're gonna use the function called add subview of class UI view. So view is an instance of class UI view and thus can use all the functions UI view has, including its function add subview. So what add subview does is to add an object, UI object or whatever object, to the view. So assessing a function of an instance is similar to assessing to a property. You first write the name of an instance, which is view in this case, and then type a dot. Again, this means you want to assess one of the properties and functions that belongs to this instance. Then you write the function you want to assess, which is add subview. Then type a set of parentheses, and in this case of add subview, you need to type the object you want to add to the view inside this parenthesis. We'll dive into the function later, but for now, we'll focus on the concept of adding a subview for now. So with this line of code, my label is now added on top of view as its subview. Now, I'm going to go back to Xcode and finish it with the last line of code we just learned. So right below where we wrote our frame with SageRect, I'm going to type view. Notice it's not my label, it's view dot add subview. And then open parenthesis. And we want my label, right? So we're adding this instance right here. And you see in the preview, now we see the label here. So you can play with SageRect x and y values. Let's say x equals 100 instead of 50. And the preview, we're gonna move this label to the right side. And if we increase y value to 200, let's say, then it's gonna move down like this. And if you want different text, let's say yesterday, and the text changes. There are a bunch of other properties, of course, like font size, text alignment, and so on. And we're going to talk about them in the following lectures. But before we rush into that, let's do some exercises about what we learned so far.